Deal Viral Gang back at y'all with another one.
Shout out to all the Viral Wave members, man. Share, like, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend. We are building. Now, y'all been DMing me all day, asking me, Viral, when you gonna cover the Chud the racist topic? When you gonna cover Chud the racist? He got locked up. We definitely go get into that. It's a whole lot going on. I mean, we all saw this ending coming, either this or him getting flatlined, which would have been the better option. But we can get to that. We got DJ Akademiks got his real nigga wake up call during his debate with Sneako, and he found out, yeah, them other folks, they ain't really your folks. They ain't really your people. You thought you was different. They view you as a nigga like they view all of us. And you got Waka Flaka cooking Jake Paul over the blackface comment that Jake Paul gave. So we definitely got to talk about it. But before we do that, y'all know what we got to do. Everybody know what we got to do. We got to go viral.
Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey.
We about to go viral. Now, what's happening, man? We all been watching this story unfold. We all been watching this white boy run around antagonizing black people, telling black people they're chimping out, using the N-word with the hard ER, and he was running around seeming invincible. Nobody was confronting him violently or physically. Everybody sat there arguing with him. He get reposted, retweeted, tweets go up, go crazy. Now, as of recently, all that just changed. So apparently, he met his match. He walked down on the wrong black dude. Now, apparently, this dude was, I believe, he served in one of the branches of the military. I want to say the Army. But Chud approaches dude. Dude already knows who he is. Tells him, look, bro, I got PTSD. Leave me alone. You come at me with that chimp out shit, I'm attacking you, period, point blank. Chud tried to call his bluff. Went down his normal rhetoric, chimping out, N-word, hard ER, boom, he turned around. Dude still off on him. Boom! Crack him in the back of his noggin. Chud responded like a coward, pulling his gun. Pulled a firearm. He brought a gun to a fist fight. Now, in Chud's retarded ass mind, he thinks that is exercising his First Amendment rights, the right to bear arms, the right to protect yourself. But you can't do that when you're antagonizing and aggravating the situation. You also can't do that when the situation is premeditated. So this dumbass lost at his own game. He went out in the world to prove that black people had no impulse control, that black people were violent, that black people had no conflict resolution. And he proved he had no conflict resolution. He proved that he had low impulse control. He proved that he had no emotional intelligence at all. So as he's trying to prove black people are chimping out, he literally chimped out straight into a jail cell. Now, he pulled the firearm when the dude cracked him. They got into a scuffle. Boom, he shoots the dude and then pops himself. So he cheddar bombs himself and then gets himself locked up. So let's see what his charges are. Because he got booked. He got arrested. His mug shot is floating around. We definitely finna pull that up. TMZ even talked about it. He's charged with attempted murder. And he's also charged with, he got a number of charges. Attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. So this clown all in the name of clout, trying to be the next big streamer, got his ass locked up, popped up. And ain't no way he beating this because they're gonna use his tweets against him, where he literally said the end game of this all is him unaliving somebody black and him beating the case and then race riots ensuing in the streets as he walks free. Karma, literally. I know people don't like to believe in karma, but you get in this world what you put out. Karma don't work the way we think it works, but it does work. So this idiot literally chimped out into a jail cell. Now let's see if he uses the hard ER in jail when he's surrounded by blacks. So let's pull some of this footage up about some of the footage leaked of the altercation. You really can't see nothing. It ain't too much to see. The camera's kind of far back. You see the police running up. You see him wrestling with the dude, and then you see the police pulling him off a dude. But besides that, it ain't really too much to see. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it by now. But how many people predicted this ending? Literally. I'm going to pull this tweet up too. Hold on. In case y'all didn't see it. This case is open and shut. I'm mad he even got locked up. I wanted a different outcome. You know the outcome I wanted. Round of applause. Chud the racist got his ass clapped. That's what I was waiting on. That head tap. So we can go dance on his grave. Go tap dance on his grave. So let's fucking idiot. So he says series finales is a dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys riding when I walk free. Stay tuned. Now I said this clown is an agent. So if he walks free, just know that they set this up. Just know every election year, something drastic happens between black people and white people, or something drastic involving racism, period. Pay attention. It's always during election time. Every year, you can go from George Floyd on down the list. Go look at every major election time. All of a sudden, all of these racial issues start getting pushed into the media. Voila, we got election time coming around. We got Epstein files that they're trying to bury. We got all type of things going on politically. You got these alien files being exposed. They trying to distract us from everything. They stopped talking about the Epstein files and they throwing all this in our face. And voila, Chud the racist pop up. Never heard of this dude, never seen this dude. All of a sudden, he's out here inciting race riots. So instead of people paying attention to what the government doing, they paying attention to what this fucking idiot is doing. It's all politically driven. You can believe that. That's why I said, I think dude was sent by somebody, or he for sure was hired by somebody, because ain't no way he just had the balls to walk around doing what he's doing unless somebody gave him the green light. Now, maybe he was supposed to have unalive dude and it didn't go his way. But this dude is a clown, man. Okay, here go the footage. I don't think there's no audio.
Holy shit.
They're out here.
What the fuck? Somebody got shot.
Yeah.
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 In between.
They got
Yeah.
him.
Oh my god.
They got him.
Holy fuck.
Oh, he's cooked.
Someone
You can forget
down?
about it.
I
You can
see the
cancel
one
Christmas.
guy.
Oh my god.
Hold on. You can
It's
cancel
okay,
Christmas
man.
on this weirdo.
Alright. Sorry.
Now, as far as the condition of dude that he shot, it's been a lot of speculation going on. The last time I seen he was in surgery, it been a lot of troll accounts saying that dude passed away. I don't believe he passed away. I believe he's in stable condition now. But yeah, Chud is cooked. Chud is definitely cooked. It's no way I see Chud. Matter of fact, fuck the glasses. I'm all they got to see my eyes on this one. It's no way he beats this case. Dude who cracked Chud in the back of his fucking thick ass cranium. We need to get dude a statue. He need to get a statue live in Tennessee, downtown, gold plated, because he's a national hero. It's about time somebody stood on business out there. I want to applaud dude. And if he got a GoFundMe, somebody link me to GoFundMe so I can personally donate to dude and hope he get all of the funds. And everybody black should donate to him. Because Chud the Racist, he got a GoFundMe up right now. I believe it's at 100,000. But like I said, I don't want to see Chud locked up. I wanted to see Chud get his head tapped. But since that couldn't happen, what y'all think? Should they let him walk? Or is he guilty? Was it self-defense? Or is he guilty? Now, the irony is when he goes to jail, he's going to be surrounded by the so-called chimps. And I guarantee you, I promise you, he's not going to use that language in there. He's definitely not going to use that language in there. That's the cold part about it. He think he had the self-defense. He don't even got white people on his side for real. Outside of the couple of racists, the white people is cheering him on because they're like, man, you giving us a bad name. We're trying to overcome the bad name of our ancestors having ties to racism and us being notably known for being the most racist people on the planet. We're trying to erase that, and you're running around reinforcing those stereotypes. So white people happy he off the streets right now. Because it was going there, trust me. Them race riots, it definitely was going there. Now, Charleston White even has something to say about it. And he was on Chud's side. He definitely was on Chud's side before this event happened. So let's see what Charleston got to say about it. But I'm not shocked at Charleston. You know, if we go left, he going right. We go right, he going left. He's a shock jock. He got to say whatever's crazy. But deep down in his heart, he know what the fuck going on.
And then Chud responded by shooting him, and then he got grazed. So somebody started harassing him, and he asked him if he was going to chimp out, and then he got sucker punched. And then Chud responded by shooting him, and then he got grazed himself. Now he's charged with it.
Yeah, he was wrong.
Yeah, that's.
You can't shoot a guy for punching you.
I don't know how laws work in Tennessee or none of that, but
I don't think nowhere in America, if I got hands and you got a gun and I punch you, then you legally shoot me.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can't do that. I don't pose an imminent threat to your life.
Yeah, you're
now,
right.
if you was 7 foot tall and I was 4 feet and you was 300 pounds and I was 100 pounds, then yeah, maybe. But you can't, in the United States of America, you can't punch a motherfucker because he sucker punch you. You can't shoot him.
Now, what if the man said before he did it, what if he said, I'm going to kill you?
And he punched you, you can't shoot him.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy you beat the shit out the
Can't bring a gun to a fist fight. Now, every major news station is reporting on this. He even made CNN. I thought it was fake news at first, but once I seen he made CNN, oh no, this real. And I don't know about that. You can't shoot somebody in a fist fight because, like somebody in the comments said, tell that to King Von. But that was a whole different scenario. This is a one-on-one case, and he is the aggravator. He is the one who initiated the whole confrontation. So he can't get off on that King Von, Lil Tim, oh man, my life was in danger. No, you actively were aggravating and you actively were pursuing confrontation so you could shoot somebody. Everybody know what the fuck he was doing. This was the moment that he wanted. He wanted somebody to react so he could shoot somebody. Period, point blank. It just didn't go the way that he thought it would go. Let's see what CNN got to say.
Racist videos is in custody after he said he shot a man after a confrontation in front of a Tennessee courthouse, authorities said. The shooting happened as Dalton Etherly, who goes by Chud the Builder online, and the man were outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, the Tennessee District Attorney General's office said. Both men were taken for medical treatment. Etherly live-streamed himself speaking to first responders after the incident. During the live stream, Etherly could be heard saying he shot the man in self-defense after Etherly claimed he was attacked.
He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
As he spoke with the first responders, he asked if he also shot himself when he opened fire. Etherly was then taken away on a stretcher with a bandage on his arm. He reportedly was treated at a Clarksville hospital. Clarksville Now reported the victim was taken by helicopter to a Nashville hospital and is in stable condition. Etherly regularly posts videos of himself using racial slurs and getting into confrontations. He has gained over 200,000 followers on X.
Be a good boy. You heard me.
In a
he's
separate
cooked.
incident a few days prior, Etherly was kicked out of a restaurant and arrested in Nashville on charges of theft of services, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Etherly was granted release for the incident on a $5,000
Now I know a lot of
bond,
people are
according
going
to
to
a judge's
compare
order.
this to Zimmerman. A lot of people are going to compare this to a lot of people who
A
did
live
wrong.
streamer known for posting
blacks,
racist
and got
videos
off.
is in custody.
The problem
after he
is this
signed the
fucking
Montgomery
idiot literally documented all evidence against himself. He gave a play-by-play, open and shut case worth of evidence on himself via live stream and via Twitter. He even had people telling him to delete his comments where he said no. And the difference between Trayvon Martin and this case, one, nobody was there to witness the Trayvon Martin case. Nobody was there to witness what happened. Two, this dude shot a fucking veteran. He shot somebody that served in the U.S. military. The military ain't letting that ride. Even though the military got its own racism and its own problems going on historically, they're not letting this slide. You can guarantee that. Oh, he's cooked. He's deep fried. I want to know how many years he's facing. Bro thought he was just running up on another run-of-the-mill black guy, not knowing you ran up on a U.S. veteran. Shot him after already telling the world your plan is to aggravate someone enough to attack you so you can shoot him. Dumbest nigga of the decade. He literally chimped out. He literally, everything he was trying to prove that black people were, he proved that he was a fucking idiot. I got zero remorse. I'm just mad he didn't get the worst possible outcome. Matter of fact, this might be the worst possible outcome. Locked up for years, possibly decades, possibly the rest of his motherfucking life around the exact people that he was trolling. And where he's at in Tennessee, oh, they finna be running the jails. They're gonna be running the prisons. He can't use Trump to get off. That's not gonna happen, bro. If he beats this case, guaranteed race riots. Guaranteed. Now, if he would have did this without video evidence, if he would have did this without a Twitter full of evidence, then maybe we talking, okay, we know how the racist court system work. He might could beat it. They don't care about niggas. Nah, homie. He can't beat this one. I just don't see it. Unless they just finna say, fuck everybody, and they want the race riots to crack off, like right now, immediately, I don't see him beating this one. No, sir. And we got to talk about what's free speech, because you got fucking idiots like him that thinks disrespect is free speech. See, you got the freedom to say what you want. You do not have the freedom to decide the consequences for the word that you said. And people like to say, oh, it's just words. Last time I checked, words got more people unalive than anything. People will walk away from a fight. You could slap somebody, you could spit on somebody, you can physically harm somebody, and they might forgive you. You say the wrong word, and a motherfucker ready to take your life. You go against the wrong agenda, which is words, and they're taking your life. MLK, who did he hurt? Malcolm X, who did he hurt? I mean, go down the list. Marcus Garvey, who did they physically hurt? I mean, if you believe in Jesus, Yahshua, he was just using words. Who did he hurt? It's the people who use the words that's hated the most. No one is hated more than he who speaks the truth. Nobody. You start from the beginning of human history till today, more people are unalived over words than anything else. Not to mention, dude was paying a black female to peg him, to fuck him in the ass. So as he's running around being sexually infatuated with black men to the point where he paid a black woman to fuck him with a black dildo, he's pretending like he hates you. I told y'all, the ones who hate you really love you the most. It's confused admiration. He really wanted to get fucked by the black guys he was antagonizing. So he got to lash out and act like he hate niggas. But really, he hates that he can't openly get what he wants, which is why he was paying that girl on the low to do, while he was fantasizing being rammed and buck broken by big black men. That's the root of all racism, is black men's dick. That's where it started. Black men's dick is where racism started. That's just straight up, bro. They can't compete. They secretly want it. They fantasize about it. They women fantasize about it. That's where the racism lies. Chud, the motherfucking fairy. Racism is literally jealousy. That's why black people can't be racist, because we're not jealous of anybody. We got the best skin. We got the best hair. We got the best genetics. We got the best culture. We got the best food. We literally have the best of everything. We got the best skin. We got the melanin. We got the neuromelanin. We're literally stardust from the universe. What we got to be jealous of? We got the most rhythm. We got the baddest bitches. The fattest asses. We got the biggest dicks. Who are we jealous of? The whole world wants to be us. The whole world emulates us. So how could we be jealous? We don't even care enough. We don't even care what nobody else doing. Facts. Y'all know damn well I'm not lying. For sure. They're paying to look like us. That motherfucker hate himself. Flako, cut it out, bro. Pointing out facts is not the definition of racism. Black people cannot be racist. We are the only people on this planet that cannot be racist. That is a fact. We're the only people on this planet that was never racist. We went to Europe and taught them smelly, stankin', no shower, bathing motherfuckers how to take baths, how to eat with a fork and a knife instead of just stuffing your face with your hands and never washing your ass. Like, come on, bro. No, we're not all equal. I'm sorry, we're not. I know in our idea we want to be equal. We're not equal, bro. I'm sorry. I don't have a superiority complex, but if you want to line up the attributes, our attributes are just superior. Now, where they got us beat is with the knowledge and the information. That's where they got us beat. They know more about us than we know about ourselves, and they control what we know. So that's where we're beat at. But if you line us up against anybody in the world, we're winning, bro. From academics, from a physical standpoint, like you name it, if it comes to competition, we really be winning. And with all of that knowledge and information, with all of those capabilities, we still don't hate nobody. We hate ourselves more than anybody. with all of that know-how, we still don't give up what these folks be doing. We be minding our own motherfucking business at the barbecue, inviting them to the barbecue. That's the crazy part about it. Flako just want to rage bait. But we see these streamers are getting a wake-up call. You say, I don't think you're winning on academics compared to Asians. Well, what metric are you measuring the academics by? Because if you're measuring it by the United States school system, then I'm going to say, yeah, you're right. But if you're measuring by, well, let's look in history. Where did math come from? Where did science come from? Where did language itself come from? Where did art come from? Where did music come from? When you go to the root of everything that I just named, it comes back to us. We knew where the stars in the universe were before the invention of a fucking microscope. We already knew Milky Way over here. Okay, yeah, that's Saturn. That's the Dogon tribe. You never did your history on them? They was charting stars without a microscope. So we were doing brain surgery before any modern science. Root canals, like everything that we do today, our ancestors were already doing. They figured it out and they stole it and took credit. But when you go to the root of it, it came from us. We were the first people here. I know people hate facts, but it's facts. Even martial arts, go to wrestling. Martial arts, us. Really do your research, bro. See, the school system that they made today is made to keep you dumb. Yeah, the telescope. Excuse me. I meant the telescope. I don't know why the fuck I said microscope. Good catch. I definitely meant the telescope. I have no idea why I said microscope. Great catch. Hey, that's streaming. That is content creator 101. You know, sometimes you got to purposely make mistakes so people will correct you. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Sometimes I do be fucking up, but sometimes I fuck up on purpose because it drives more attention. Like if you make a title and you spell one word wrong in the title, human nature is to want to correct people. So you go, oh man, you spelled such and such wrong. And you'll get 1,000 comments of people just correcting what you spell wrong. Or you say a word wrong in the video. Half the comments going to be people saying, man, you hear this dumbass nigga? I learned that researching content. So yeah, you know. But let's get into this DJ Akademiks and Neon debate. Because DJ Akademiks, and Sneako. Hold on, let me pull the videos up. DJ Akademiks, one of the biggest streamers out here, just voted #1 hip-hop media platform, blew up off of the war in Iraq, has been in numerous controversial situations in the media over the past decade, finds himself at the helm of another controversial situation. So DJ Akademiks and Sneako were low-key what you would call friends, at least online. They appear to be. You know, that whole Sneako, all of those streamers, the Neons, that whole little circle, all kind of locked in. And DJ Akademiks was a part of that. Just like you got Flaka, who is low-key a part of that or wanting to be a part of that. The problem is people like DJ Akademiks, the Kai Sinets, the Speeds, these Sneakos, they'll do collabs with them to get the clout and to get the acceptance of the culture. They'll go do interviews with a Kanye West, like Sneako did, and act like they befriending black people, but the whole time they really just want the clout and they really hate niggas too. Now, this clown Sneako, he's a literal clown, a cuck. He lets men fuck his woman and he sits in a corner in a chair jacking off while somebody's fucking his wife. This who we dealing with. So this dude is on this free speech campaign. This dude is on the Save Palestine campaign. But this same dude who has all of these black friends goes online and says, oh yeah, what Chud the builder, Chud the racist is doing is actually pretty funny. Akademiks like, what the fuck is funny about that? Oh man, free speech. You don't agree with free speech? And it's the out they all try to use. Do you believe in comedy? Well, comedians can make fun of everybody, so I believe in comedy. I believe in free speech. We should be able to make fun of everybody. They say that, but then they never make fun of, one, they never make fun of themselves. And two, they really never openly make fun of the Jews. They might talk about the Jews controlling everything, but they don't just downright disrespect the Jews. So Akademiks says, okay. Well, if you believe in free speech and comedy and the N-word only has the power we give it, because that's also what Sneako said. Oh man, you giving the word power. We can transcend that and blah, blah, blah. He says, okay, well, say fuck Allah. You Muslim, right? It's just words. Say fuck Allah. And he wouldn't say it. Oh no, we can't do that. We can't disrespect something we respect. Oh, so you don't respect black people is what you're saying. But I'm gonna play some of these clips, man. He got absolutely demolished. Hold on, let me take that screen down. I don't know why I had that up.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, but you wouldn't say that, right?
Because do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it?
Is he dumb? How are you disrespecting God, but at the same time, you're being upset over a word that only has power because we give it power? Well, we could say the same thing about saying fuck God. We could say, why are you getting offended by me saying fuck God when it's just words? So the words have power, or do they not? Or do they only have power when they are offensive to things you care about, which is literally what he said. He cares about Allah or God, or he pretends to for his stream, but you don't care about black people. So we should just get over it and overlook it. But you and your religion, oh no, it's too sacred to use words that, according to you, have no power. Literal, he just contradicted himself the whole stream.
God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that the entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word only has
the
to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, it was more. He got cooked even worse than that. Let me pull up the next clip. I'm going to salute Akademiks on this. A lot of people call him a goofy, but I think he got his wake-up call. Like, hold on, I'll be cool with these niggas. I'll be streaming with these niggas. I'll be pulling up to yacht parties with these niggas. And this how y'all really feel? This what we keep telling y'all. Don't think just because you get in them rooms with these people that they view you any different. If you got clout, you got connections, you got something they need, they will use you, but they don't view you or respect you any different than they do any of us. They look at us all the same. What Kanye say? Even if you in the Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe. So let's keep going.
Different meaning.
Right, because society changed the meaning of this word. That's the point.
Okay. However, when that naturally happens, it happens. What I'm saying now is that nigga and the hard ER, they mean two very different things.
Because we allowed them to change their meaning. Because society moved on. Because we allowed them to change their meaning. That's the point.
No. And it's always somebody that ain't black telling black people what to be offended by. If you ain't black, your opinion on the N-word is non-valid. It's invalid. We don't give a fuck what you think about it. And you don't get to tell us to be offended by it or to not be offended by it. You don't get to tell us, oh, society moved on. No, bitch, nigga, you may have moved on. We ain't moved on. Because it's blood and it's souls and it's bodies on that word. It's not just a fucking word. It's history attached to that hard ER. It's blood lost, blood on the leaves. People, generations wiped out by the thousands and millions behind that hard ER. So no, you don't get to tell us it's just a word and to just move on. Do you know what epigenetics is? We carry trauma through our DNA. You could be born today, grow up, never heard the N-word in your life. Turn 16. Be out in the street, somebody drive by, F you, N-word, hardy, and you're going to feel that because that trauma is in your DNA from your ancestors. So no, it ain't just a fucking word.
Let go.
You're being so.
Let go of these societal attributes to this word. Let go. Let go of the hurt.
All right, so them niggas in Palestine should let go of the goddamn hurt that Israel's doing to them.
Okay.
Let it go.
The fact that you're not able to comprehend the difference between genocide.
No. You're saying that black people should let go of the hurt, but I'm saying, all right, you on that Palestine shit, them niggas should let go of the hurt. Or the fuckery that goddamn Israel them.
Okay, how this is such a dumb analogy. This is genocide's happening now. Slavery ended how long ago?
Slavery never ended. Slavery never ended. Go read the motherfucking, I believe, is it the 13th or the 14th Amendment? They said they ended slavery except if you are a prisoner, which is why they have private prisons, which is why you can invest in private prisons, which is why private prisons went on the stock market, which is why private prisons actually have sued the cities that they're in when they don't fill them up with prisoners, which is why in the Fulio case, when they was going for the death penalty, I believe the prosecutor said, no. This is a young Negro, a young, fit, healthy Negro. We can get a whole lot of free slavery out of him. I believe the phrase that he used was sweat equity. So the new word for slavery is sweat equity. So slavery never ended. They just remixed it and didn't put it in your face enough like they used to do. And don't even get me into taxes. Don't even get me into the laws that they make up. Because if you want to be real, if you a taxpaying citizen, you a fucking slave too. You working a 9 to 5, you're a slave. You pay taxes, you're a slave. None of us are paying taxes because we want to. You're paying them against your will because they literally take it from you. But that's a whole nother conversation.
No,
250 years ago?
Whatever happened with that shit.
Slavery ended, 250 years ago? The genocide's happening right now. And also, there's no word to talk about Palestinians the same way there is about black people. This doesn't make any sense.
If you think that black people should let go the hurt of slavery, I think them Palestinian niggas should let go the fucking hurt of them bombs that got dropped. Facts.
Okay, it's happening right now, and also you're saying a word compared to.
I'm actually saying that to say nobody's gonna ever let go of their hurt. No, it makes sense. No one's gonna let go of their hurt, right?
People do let go of their hurt all the time. People let go. Why do you think white people aren't offended by the word cracker?
White people aren't offended by the word cracker because there's no violent history behind the word cracker. There is no genocide behind the word cracker. That's why. There were no white people being lynched because of the word cracker. There were no white people being buck broken. There were no white babies being used as gator bait. There was no white people being dismembered because they couldn't pick enough cotton. There were no white people being castrated because the slave master's wife was gawking at the slave's mandingo too long and the slave master got jealous. Or the slave master's wife actually went and fucked that mandingo. So they castrated there's none of that history behind the word cracker. So of course you're not offended. Make it make sense, dumbass.
Or Asian people aren't afraid by the word.
What hurt they went through? I want to hear this one. Hold on, I got to take a shot. I wasn't even going to drink this truth. I want to hear the hurt.
On top of that, a lot of people would tell you the word cracker came from the slave master having a whip and cracking the whip. So they used to call him a cracker. And don't tell me Asian people aren't offended. They got a Stop Asian Hate bill in 72 hours after 10 viral videos went viral of Asians being attacked. They got a whole Stop Asian Hate crime bill. I still ain't seen a anti-lynching bill. I still ain't seen an anti-black bill. It's still legal to be racist towards blacks. You say something racist towards any other race on these social media platforms, you get suspended. You say something racist towards blacks and you get engagement. So what the fuck is this clown talking about? Yeah, shout out Akademiks for cooking this dude. I hope he took this as a lesson and ran with it. Now, he says, how can you compare Palestine to what's going on with black people? And I'm going to say, how can you compare Palestine to what's going on with black people? Because the genocide of black people never stopped. I just saw somebody get lynched this year. What the fuck are you talking about? Black people still getting lynched right now. Sundown towns exist right now. Systemic racism still exists right now. What is this? Like, what is this dude talking about? When they tell you just move on, tell all of the people who was affected by 9/11, just move on. 9/11 slogan is literally never forget. The slogan for 9/11 is literally never forget. But we're supposed to forget 500 years of brutal slavery. Like, what are you talking about? Brutal slavery? Why you don't tell the Jews to forget the Holocaust? I don't ever hear nobody telling the Jews just get over your pain. Only niggas though, huh?
And 2 technical fouls. That was, we were doing like the Angel Reese, a bunch of me bounds. We beat his ass with a bunch of me bounds. I didn't even think this was going to go viral, but look all over the internet, 8 million views. Everybody and their mom are calling me, say I embarrassed Sneako. I have to tell each and every one of them, that's my friend. I'm still cool with him, but I vehemently disagree with him.
Come on, Act. Come on, Act. I was just giving you your props, man. This dude is not your friend. He's not your friend. Anybody who telling you as a friend that you need to get over the history of your people being genocided via racism and slavery is not a fucking friend. You know, a friend is empathetic of a friend because a friend cares about a friend. A friend having zero empathy for you and what your people goes through is not a friend. Sneako's not your friend. He's an opportunist. All of this fake Muslim shit, he ain't a real Muslim. He started practicing being a Muslim because Andrew Tate did. Meanwhile, they catching him off camera drinking alcohol after he said he don't drink. Like, this dude's a grifter. He'll do anything to be in the spotlight.
Stop banging this Muslim stuff. 2 years. You're going to be back. You're either going to be atheist, agnostic, or you're going to be back on the Christian wave. 2 more years of banging.
If I'm the grifter, you change your religion, I don't know how many times in this call. So maybe keep that for yourself. I don't know if you're going to be a prop.
I'm telling you.
You're Sneako,
put it like this. Sneako, I'm going to tell you the next iteration of Sneako. He's done banging red pill. He's now Muslim. He's going to be black pill next. Looks Maxon. Straight up. Straight up.
Okay. Well, your religion.
You would clap
I don't think you're in a position to call me a grifter again when
he's definitely a grifter. He came on the scene acting like he was tapped in as a youth, right? He went in the whole, I'm tapped in bag. Then he went the whole red pill route. Then we found out he was a cuck who lets other men fuck his girl while he watches. Then the red pill shit went down the drain. Then Andrew Tate took off. And then he started the whole Muslim grift. And then Nico followed right behind that grift. So Akademiks called him out. But stop calling this guy your friend. He is not your motherfucking friend. His name is Sneako. Who names they self Sneaky? That's too close to snake, nigga. Fuck out of here. And he a racist, bro. He think another race, a white boy, calling you the hardy R is funny. What's funny about that? What the fuck is funny about that? He wouldn't say fuck Allah because he respects Allah. But y'all can say the hard ER because you don't respect niggas. Hold on. Did this dude just say he black? I didn't see this.
Yes.
Okay.
When issues come down, if it's going to affect people that look like me, and it's going to affect me personally, I'm me first.
So you're not really against racism. You're worshiping your skin color. You are embodying the same things that the racist white supremacists believe in. They think that their skin color comes before their faith.
Which part of saying that I value me and my community is a racist thing. How do you get to that?
Because you prioritize it over your faith. Your skin is more.
What's
Your
the definition
skin.
of hold on. What's the definition of racism?
Discrimination of a race.
How am I discriminating by saying I prioritize things that has to do with me?
You
See, everybody can be proud of their race, but black people. As soon as we say I'm black and I'm proud, oh, you're racist. As soon as we say I value being black, oh, you're racist. That's how they try to gaslight you. Meanwhile, they can say white pride. Meanwhile, they can say brown pride. Asians could be proud to be Asian. Cambodians, they can have Cambodia Town in Long Beach. The Japanese, they can be proud. Everybody can be proud, but black people. Y'all got to pay attention to the words that these people use. These Jedi mind tricks.
care more about your own skin color than humanity. You care more about your skin color than God.
No, y'all care more about our skin color than humanity. Y'all care more about our skin color than God. Y'all are making everything race because the United States was literally built off racism and still thrives off racism of who? We didn't make a COINTELPRO to track and eliminate leaders of other races. We didn't do that. We didn't bomb prominent white, Hispanic, Asian, you name it neighborhoods. They did that to Black Wall Street. We didn't get bus systems and tell every race except ours to sit at the back. We didn't make white-only fountains. We didn't put signs in front of our businesses that says we don't serve other races. We never did that. So what the fuck are you talking about? Or you just rage baiting?
Brother, I'm 100% black first.
Okay, you're black first.
100%.
Do you understand?
These people, bro, they so easy to cook, it's ridiculous. Because they go with the same talking points, same narratives. Hold on, let me find another clip. Because there was another clip where Ak was just cooking them. Ak was literally cooking them. I think it's in my likes. Hold on. But yeah, what y'all think, man? Hit that like button, first of all. Show a nigga some love. Show the platform some love. That's number one. Number two, racism never ended. So for the people who thought, slavery never ended. For the people who thought that slavery ended, let me show you something. So if you look up the 13th Amendment, let me blow that up nice and big for you. Can you read? If not, I'll read it for you because I can read very well. So if you read down here, it says neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Congress shall have the power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. So if you read section 1, it literally tells you neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as punishment for a crime. Sounds like mass incarceration to me, right? So if you are punished for a crime, aka locked up, they can legally treat you like a slave. Not to mention 9-to-5 work is also slavery. Literally. Paying taxes is slavery. Literally. They give you the illusion of freedom. You get the illusion of choice. But you're still fenced in. You just can't see the fences. Do you know what a free range chicken is? They let them just roam and they think they free, but the whole time they're fenced in, but they just give them so much land to roam. In their mind, they're free. They don't know they're really still in captivity. That's pretty much life in the US. So they definitely still have slaves all around the US. Anywhere they have a prison, slavery is legal there. All they got to do is just lock you up. Not to mention, if you went to college, took out student loans, graduated, you owe 80,000, 70,000, 100,000. You're now a debt slave. If you took out a mortgage, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Oh, I'm a homeowner. No, you're not. You're a debt slave. You're going to be paying debt for the next 30, 40, 50 years. If you have a car note, you're a debt slave. You are a slave to that car note. That payment comes around the same day every single month. We pay for electricity. We pay for literally everything. So we are literally debt slaves. But yeah, man, shout out to Akademiks for cooking, dude. I'm still looking at him funny for saying that he's your friend. But what part of he ain't your friend don't you understand? I don't understand. And Waka Flaka, he's next up. Do you notice a trend? Y'all notice a trend, right? All of these white streamers getting exposed lately when they should have been exposed. Now you had the clavicular dude. He started with the looks maxing. Then he got into the racist grifting. Then he went from racist grifting to red pill. But he did the racist grifting. Now you had Jake Paul claims to be unoffended by whiteface, but because Drewski did the whiteface skit, he says he's going to do a blackface skit, which makes zero sense. Because if you thought the whiteface skit was funny, why do you then in turn need to do a blackface? What is the point? What is the purpose? What are you trying to prove? We all know the history of blackface. Blackface was used to mock black people, to disrespect black people and black people's culture. Whiteface was never used for that. Hollywood went and made the White Chicks movie, and everybody went and watched and laughed. It was not used as a racist tool to paint terrible pictures of the entire white race to the point where if you never came across a black person and you watch one of them blackface movies, you're going to now have an image in your mind of what a black person is. So when you encounter one in real life, you're now going to be racist towards them because of the images put in your mind via blackface. That's what they were doing. So there's a long history that goes along with blackface, which is why we're offended when they do it. Zero history with whiteface. And Drewski wasn't even doing whiteface. He was trolling Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's supposed widow, even though she ain't acting like one, which is why he did the trolling in the first place. Don't act like he just painted his face white and just went and did a skit, bro. He did the skit on Erica Kirk. But white people always feel like they gotta be tit for tat. So his whole explanation literally made zero sense. I'm gonna play the clip though in case y'all didn't hear it. Let's pull that video up. And I wish Waka Flocka would have been a little more aggressive with him because he kept trying to cut Waka Flocka off. He wouldn't let him talk for nothing. Hold on, here we go. Shout out to Waka Flocka though for putting this together.
What made me say it? What made me say it? What do you mean, what made me say it? Why would I say it? What do you mean?
If I ask you, you got shoestrings in your shoes, you said what I mean. Do you know the history of the common due to blackface?
Yeah, of course I know the history.
So you basically like, nah, we ain't talking like this. Nah, I respect. I ain't doing that.
No. I'm completely fine to have the conversation.
You don't want to hear it.
No, I do. I would love to. Well, no, what's the issue? If Drewski, first of all, comedy should be allowed in the world, right? Do you believe in that? Do you believe in comedy?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
So, but that's an oxymoron, and that's a footy amongst you said comedy should be accepted because that blackface shit is not comedy. It's disrespectful to the culture of people that y'all got dark skin.
So do you think whiteface is disrespectful?
Whiteface shit, White Chick's a movie. How is it disrespectful?
I don't think it's disrespectful.
Me neither.
I think it's funny. I think we should all be able to.
Blackface ain't
And
funny.
no, but this is exactly my point, though. This is exactly my point, though, is that it's a double standard. Everyone should be able to make fun of everyone.
Contradiction. A clear contradiction. If everyone should be able to make fun of everyone, why do you then in turn feel like it's your duty to go blackface and make fun of black people because Drewski made fun of Erica Kirk? You know why? Because you are offended. So you're lying about being offended. In your mind, you thought it was racist. So in your mind, oh, this what we on? Okay, I'm gonna go do some racist shit back so they can see how it feels. That's really the truth. All it is, oh man, I like comedy. I'm trying to be a comedian. Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't no comedian. And ain't shit funny about blackface.
Of bruising us, bruising people like me.
And that's why I just wanted to have the conversation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right. No, I'm not saying I'm right. I just like to have conversations that challenge the mind. And that was all my point was with bringing it up.
Hold on, love. I'm gonna tell you the difference between liking and understanding. First, I respect what you like, but you gotta understand who you are and the volume and depth of what your words can do and what they mean, respectfully. But I've seen you, I talk to you, I know people that know you. I know you ain't know how deep that
Hit that like button. You can barely hear Waka. I don't know why he talking so low.
You know better than a nigga with a cape on his head. So that's basically what you said, like what you stand for. You just don't know that. Now, what you stood up for, as which
I don't understand what you're saying.
All right, let me break. That's the fact that I just said all this and you didn't understand it. You don't even know the history behind the comments you made. It was just. It's not like I'm being serious. I want to educate you, bro, because y'all ever some shit you making jokes about, bro. Folks' grandmama experienced that torture in it. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's like ain't nobody experienced torture with no white face. But a blackface?
Yeah, but I think, but again, we can go into like all of this. Like people are oppressed, different, races, all of this stuff, and people should be able to make fun of it. Like if I'm Jewish.
So why don't y'all ever make fun of the Jewish oppression? Why is it anytime you want to make fun of oppression, the number one go-to is black people? Why doesn't Jake Paul go do a skit making fun of Jewish oppression? We all know why he won't. But his whole argument is bullshit.
Jewish, bro, and people should be able to make fun of that no matter what happened or what people went through.
Nah, people can't make fun of Jewish, Muslims, Christians, and that. Because I come from an era where you don't disrespect religion. You don't even talk about it. It's respect.
Yeah, so I think you're a more serious guy. I'm not, and serious. I'm a more like let's all make fun of each other and be bros. I'm friends with blacks, whites, purple.
Notice these fucking racists always say, I got a black friend. I got a black friend. That's they go-to trump card when you call them out on their bullshit. Oh man, I got friends that's black. That don't make you not racist. You saw the black lady she had who went to the sleepover, the all-white sleepover, and ended up dead on the front lawn, and all her white friends said, we don't know what happened. Yeah, they had a black friend too, and they unalived her at the sleepover. So that don't mean shit.
Mexicans, all of the above, girls, boys, Indians, all of that. So I think you're like really serious.
I do too.
You're really serious. You're a serious guy, and you're like, I don't want to make fun of anybody. I'm the opposite. Like, let's all make fun of each other. Let's all roast each other.
No, that's your side. But Waka.
No, let's not all make fun of each other, and let's not all roast each other. How about y'all take the black community's dick out of y'all mouth? If Drewski's skit was not offensive to you, why do you then in turn need to do blackface? That makes zero sense. Make that make sense.
How am I serious? You don't even know me if you said I'm serious. And I ain't got nothing about being Jewish or black or this. I'm not talking about race. Bro, I don't care about this shit, what you saying. That don't got nothing to do with what you talking about. Like, I'm not serious.
You guys see how politics are judged?
Yeah. No, this not politics. This education. This how I grew up. Like when I make jokes how he did, the difference between him is I got punished for that shit. Like, hey, Waka, why you out here running your mouth doing, nigga, you know, this happened with this. You don't make fun of white, black, this, because this, they educated me. I seem serious because education is serious, K. Like, I don't want you to be blindsided somewhere about it. You know what I'm saying?
There's no white people experiencing real oppression the way the black community experienced oppression. Let's just be for real. They don't have that history tied to them. So therefore, they cannot be empathetic of what they never experienced. The closest we saw to that was Charlie Kirk. When Charlie Kirk got unalived, white people got their first taste in this generation of what been going on with black people since the beginning of time. They got one of their so-called leaders knocked off for exercising his free speech. And we saw how they reacted. We seen how they all flipped out. We seen how they all begged for the world to have empathy. We seen how they said Charlie Kirk jokes are off limits. Aren't they mad about the Charlie Kirk joke that just happened at the Kevin Hart roast? Didn't they just say that was crossing the line? These people contradict themselves at every step and every corner. The very second that they feel any inkling of a small percentage of the oppression that blacks go through, what happens? We see what happens. Bro, they stormed the fucking Capitol because they didn't like who was in office. What are we talking about? Lady went, got her fucking neck popped off. Half of them got sent to prison over what? Because they didn't like who was in office. Like, what are we talking about? They can't take nothing without chimping out. Shout out Broad Day Shooter for the donation. You said Waka dropped an album that fueled black on black violence. Waka also spoke about him being a part of that and him no longer promoting that. See, people are allowed to grow. How old was Waka Flaka when he made those albums? People are allowed to make mistakes and grow from it. You can't hold that over his head forever. Oh, you put out albums that promoted black on black violence. Yeah, but does he do that today? Who is he today? Has he learned from his mistakes today? And let's not act like the music industry doesn't promote that. Let's not act like the music industry doesn't fuel that purposely. Like, stop it, bro.
All want to be bros. Nigga, I joke with everybody. My friends are like a bag of Skittles. We from every nationality, every color, every race. But it's not about everybody being oppressed. It's about you acknowledging oppression with everyone because God gave you a status to be somewhere to talk with empathy, with morality, with integrity. So basically what I'm telling you is they got history behind that. Like, bro, like real deal history, bro. Like I'm sitting here because I did some shit in Amsterdam when people made face. I never knew what blackface was, so I went out the country. And I watched people dress up with black faces on their face, bro. That shit made me mad as fucking Amsterdam because they was mocking us. But then that shit.
Yeah, I think if they're mocking, then that's one thing. If it's like comedy, that's why I love comedians, is because they can get away with like saying and making fun of anyone or anything. And that's why I said I loved Drewski's skit. And by the way, I'm a Republican and I'm white, and I think you should make fun of white Republicans who are.
What you're doing is gaining traction. Like, are you serious? I'm not doing it. You're wrong. Boom.
Why do you need to do a blackface skit? Somebody needs to ask him that. If you love Drewski's skit so much, why do you feel the need to do a blackface skit? And why did you even bring up Drewski doing the skit? Somebody make that make sense. I'm gonna keep asking that question till I get an answer. It's a contradiction, bro. Waka, you wasting your time, bro. This is just where we at. These people know and understand everything that you're saying. They know and understand everything that they're doing. They know and they understand the microaggressions, the gaslighting, the rage baiting. They know what they're doing. You trying to sit there and explain, you're talking to a brick wall. If you're sitting there and explaining, the only goal should be, if you have a goal, is just exposing their hypocrisy. But thinking that you're going to get them to understand what they already understand is a waste of time. They know exactly what you're saying. They understand exactly what you're saying. They don't care because they don't have to deal with it. That's just how life works. That's why when the wealthy become wealthy, they don't care about what's going on with the poor because they don't have to deal with it. Why do you think the politicians are so disconnected from the people? Because they make and live above the laws that they make. They don't have to live by the same laws that you do. They don't have to abide by the same laws that you do. So they don't give a fuck what you got to deal with. That's just how it is. That's why they say absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's where that phrase comes from. Shout out Broad Day Shooter. He got another question. He says, by your logic, a chomo should be forgiven because it's in the past. I don't think your argument holds, big homie. Some things are unforgivable. You even comparing rap lyrics to a full-blown adult raping a child lets me know where your IQ levels are. To even think those are comparable. A rapper going in the booth, rapping lyrics on a song, you just compared that to an adult raping a child. What are you talking about, bro? Like, broad day shooter, you really dumb as hell. I just fuck with you because you be showing love and trying to challenge me, but your IQ is not high enough to do so, bro, because the comparisons that you come up with make zero sense. And let's get it understood. Some people have forgiven their rapists. Some humans have forgiven their abusers. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. Some women have went back and had sex with the person who raped them because in their mind, that was freeing themselves from the trauma that this person inflicted on them. So I don't understand what you're saying, bro. You just compared a guy who made a fucking rap album when he was like 19 years old before he had a fully developed brain, and you want to hold that over his head forever. Even though right now, today, he has apologized for that. He's changed his messaging. And he has went out to try to right his wrongs and lead him by example. But you want to go back to the worst possible example of him. You don't want to acknowledge none of the work he's done over the past 10 years, 5 years, 6 years. You don't even want to acknowledge what he's saying right now. You want to go back to his rap album when he rapped about gangbanging. Come on, bro. Yo. But yeah, I'm finna get up out of here, man. The guys is here. We finna record this next episode, man. Y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. This was just some quick throwaway topics, you feel me? We definitely got to talk about these Drake leaks. We definitely got to talk about Kendrick removing GNX off of all platforms. And he removed, I believe, Not Like Us. It's hard to find, right? Like, man, we got to talk about this. What's going on? Is Kendrick going to drop an album the same day as Drake? Drake already dissed LeBron. He dissed Kendrick. He dissed a few people. He dissed Joe Buttons. We got to talk about this, man. Viral way or no way. And I told y'all, I'm not reading no more hate mail if it don't come in a super chat. So all of the trolls in the chat, if you do not super chat your hate will be ignored. And I know how much that kills you inside. So hit the like button and send the super chat. Or you just going to be talking to yourself. Type till your fingers break. Type till the keys on your keyboard don't work no more. I don't give no fucks. You will not be able to troll for free. The price went up on the brick. Shout out to all the supporters out there, man.